welcome back to my corner, CoReatha's Corner, and I'm determined to show you guys how to make strawberry preserves, okay? So in part one, we had washed the strawberries, we cut up the strawberries, and now we're going to do the hard part. I was about to say we're going to do the easy part, but I don't know, it's really not that easy, but we're going to get through it. Okay, we'll probably do this in, like I said, 3 or 4 segments. So I'm going to show you some of the things that you need when you're making strawberry preserves. You are going to need a funnel. You can get them, they're either plastic or they're made of stainless steel. I have a stainless steel one, but today we're going to use the black plastic one. You are going to need some classic fruit pectin. Can you see that? That's fruit pectin. Let's see. There you go. You are going to need a ladle. I like to use this large ladle to dip the preserves into the jars. And you're going to need some jars with lids. And you always want to use brand new lids. You don't want to use something that's already been used before because it can damage your product, can cause food poisoning, and we do not want to have that happen. Okay, you're going to need your measuring cups. This thing here is called a jar lifter. See that? And I used to have a red one, but I don't know what happened to it. But it doesn't really matter what color it is. Red just happens to be my favorite color, so I have a lot of red things. You are also going to need something like this. This thing is called a spatula, and this kind of helps to keep the air out of your preserves once you have them in the jar. And I'll show you how to do. I'll show you how to use that in just a few minutes. And you're going to need your water bath canner, which that's what this is. This is called a water bath canner. You need something big that holds about 6 jars. And you can probably get these online. Might be able to get them at Bed Bath & Beyond, or maybe even Williams-Sonoma. And you're going to need this. This is kind of old-fashioned, but you put your jars in here when you lower the jars down into the water, or you lift them back up out of the water. Now, the other thing that I always like to have whenever I'm doing any kind of canning or preserving or heavy cooking, anything that requires a lot of heat. Of course, I got my red fire extinguisher out there. I always have that near the heat because you just never know when you might need it. You're going to need a timer. Of course, most of us have timers on our stoves, or we have a clock. And I like to always have a towel. I like to have a pot holder. See my red one back there? So, and you're also going to need some measuring spoons. I have 2 sets. One for dry measurements, one for wet measurements. Because I don't want to have to, go and wash and all that. So I have everything. You want to have everything that you need. And lastly, you're going to need some lemon juice. And you really want to use this kind of lemon juice. I know you might think, oh, that's not healthy. Why are we going to use that? That's not natural. Trust me when I say use this stuff, because it's not going to have any of the pulp. It's just lemon juice. And it helps with the preserving. And it will also help to keep the strawberries red. And now what I did, you guys saw me dump a whole bunch of sugar on my strawberries in part 1. So, I'm going to show you what those strawberries look like now. Can you all see those strawberries? So what happens if you pour all that sugar on the strawberries and you let them sit for a couple of days? You end up getting quite a bit of juice. You also, your strawberries will diminish in size. And we also added some blackberries. Blackberries are in season right now, so I figured we'll just make a mixed berry preserves. Okay? So let's get started. All right, here we go.